Kobe Snacks Mills in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Cool celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people were like, oh,
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be able
Covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Just gonna briefly check in. Everyone is in the chat. Miss Gardner, Miss Magic Podcast, Nats Daily, Sassy Shantae, 901 Don Diva, Make Dram Can. I never know how that goes. Make Dram C Can. I don't know, girl. Make. What's up, Make? What's up, Make? Miss Gardner, Dee, Bossy Beauty, Monica. Hey, everyone. So I don't even think that we have not been, I mean, maybe it's been a couple hours since my last live with the update on the Costco girl and what we were doing to help the situation. I think it hasn't been a couple hours maybe, but I just wanted to give a really brief update. I did take the little exam that they had, and I did pass. I did get a certificate. I got all of the answers correct. Hi, Hype Media. Hi, the Only Mel Cruise. So yeah. And girl, I thought it was like some hard quiz. It was going to be hard to do. It wasn't hard, but it was just little questions based off of the training material and all of that. So yeah, I did get the certificate. And now I'm just trying to do the next steps. So yeah. Yay, Sweet Pea. All right. So, and I think on that video, we had briefly mentioned that this was going to happen. And what did I say? I said, if this happens, please, I don't want none of those people over here. Don't come over here because y'all was over there doing all that crazy mess. So don't come over here. But we had just talked about this, and listen, I'm going to give a disclaimer to my moderators. Please, if there are any of these crazy trolls, if they come in the chat, just don't even engage with them. If they, they get belligerent and they start getting disrespectful, just block and delete. We're not going to go back and forth. Just block and delete. Oh, Morgan, I'm sorry. Yes, we will pray for your family. Morgan says, please pray for my family. Thank y'all. We will pray for your family. All right. So, I'm going to tell you right now, I already knew that this was coming, and a lot of people have asked me about this. I purposely stayed away from it because I did not want to engage in any badgering. I didn't want to engage in any dragging. I did not want any people coming after me, and then I have to go back and forth with these people. So I purposely stayed away from talking about the activities that was going on these platforms. I have always said that this was going to happen, that if you continue to engage in this type of activity, this is what happens. And it's sad, and it is not anything to gloat about or be happy about, because when a person is a content creator and they put all of their time and effort into creating content and into pages, it's really heartbreaking when you lose them. because you put a lot of time and effort into your material, into your uploads, into, communicating and building your platform. So when YouTube takes down your channels, it is very heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking, but you cannot expect to sit on live videos and harass people, send out henchmen to go harass other people. This is real life. You have gotten so caught up into fantasy world. Now look, I told you guys that this had nothing to do with All About the Tea, any other content creators. This had to do specifically with Costco girl and Angelica Mendez. This has happened because of that story. You cannot commit defamation and use people's lives for your benefit, for YouTube clicks and views. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. YouTube has community guidelines. They have community rules that are specifically around harassment, cyberbullying, and tactics such as those. So you cannot expect to go unnoticed when you are boldly out there acting like you're untouchable and you're engaging in activity. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, I thought you and Nosy were cool. Me and Nosy, we started off cordial because we all did a video. We all did a panel. It's on my channel. It's on my platform. Many, many moons ago, we did a panel together regarding Tasha K's lawsuit because I had the court documents. We all did this panel. It was me, Laugh, Gags, and Gossip, Shaka LaBelle, and Nosy. We all did a panel show together. It was great. It was a great show. Afterwards, we all went back in the DMs and we used to have, I wouldn't say we were friends, but we were all cordial and we used to have conversations or whatever. So I remember, she was blowing up. That is right around the time when she started blowing up. Okay. And her whole disposition changed. And I knew that that's what it was, it was going to happen like that. So, I don't know, people were dragging her. It was something that was going on. And because we were all cool, I briefly mentioned to her like, hey, somebody said this or something like this happened, and information or something. And then her response to me was, girl, I told you about bringing your whole disposition is negative. Everything, that you said is negative. So what do you mean you don't want to bring bought negativity? I'm not bringing you negativity. I'm just telling you something that was said. So we had a little back and forth. She got real slick at the mouth, and then I just disappeared. We didn't really have a bad breakup or anything like that. She just talked her little, she just got big-headed in my mind. Oh, I'm breaking up. It's probably it's going. I told you that we had a lot of we had a accident out here and somebody hit a pole. So my connection, it might go in and out because they just fixed it. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to control that. So I see where it happens. So when it happens, I'll just stop talking and let it pick back up. But hey, baby Shay. Hi, I see you guys. Hey, brown skin lady. Thanks for coming in. Hey, the press. All right. So, hi, Candy. All right. Hey, Hype. All right. So, so we briefly, had a little I wouldn't say we were friends, but we were cordial. So she got big and honey, she blew up, and she just, I think, felt like we were beneath her. So I was like, okay, I know when I'm being dismissed. So you don't got to tell me twice. So I left the chat, left the situation. We never had any beef. We still don't have any beef. So like I said, I'm not gloating over her losing her channel. However, however, I understand how it feels if you lose your platform. That has to hurt, because I wouldn't want to lose 30 some thousand subscribers. I wouldn't want to lose content that I uploaded. But you can't expect to sit on YouTube and harass other people, send people to people's jobs, have people calling people's workplaces, doxing people live. You cannot expect for all of those activities to go unnoticed. I mean, doing it on a big scale like that, you can't expect for any of that to go unnoticed. So it appears all three channels that I know of, I don't know if there are any more, I don't know, but all three channels that I know of, they seem to be gone from YouTube. They have been terminated. Now, yes, you can appeal. Yes, you can do all of that. But if YouTube snatched all three of this person's platforms, that's serious. That's serious. They're not going to just do 1, 2. If they snatched all three, that means they are trying to take your voice. They are trying to take away whatever it is you're doing. Must be that serious. Now, what they're going to say, she fights for victims. She stands for victims. So the system and the conspiracy theorists are going to say that the powers that be, they're trying to silence her. They're trying to silence her because she helps victims. No, that is not the case. Everyone has a voice, whether or not people like it or not. But when it gets dangerous, when it gets to a level of having henchmen and people out so-called investigating, doxing, putting people's information on YouTube, putting children's faces. But I changed my thumbnails. That's why I changed my thumbnails with the Costco girl. I took her name out of my videos. I can't do anything about the actual videos when we're actually live. I can't do anything about that. But the thumbnails and the titles, just to protect that family's privacy, I changed my thumbnails. I, blurted out their eyes, their faces, so they don't look so visible and it's not apparent who these people are, because that's privacy. They can't do anything about their story being out in the world, but I can do something about those thumbnails. So yes, I edited that because you have to respect people's privacy. You can't just go on live, talk about people, put their information up, put up license plates, have people chase people down. You can't do all of that. You cannot do all of that. That is so out of line. Offering people money for stories, offering people money, trying to blackmail people to get them to turn on their relatives, to get them to, because you want to get that tea. You want to be the first person to find somebody's relatives. When did it get this serious for YouTube videos? YouTube money is not that deep. I keep telling you guys, YouTube money ain't that serious. It's not that deep. You better go out and get you a job. You better go out and get you a career so that you're not so dependent on YouTube content. YouTube is up and down. This is not guaranteed. You don't know what your paycheck is going to be from month to month, from day to day, from week to week. These YouTube videos fluctuate. It fluctuates. So I keep telling you guys now, maybe you will listen to me. Maybe you will now finally see that Sweet Pea Diaries, I know what I am talking about. When I give you information and I give you tea, it is true. It's accurate. I'm always putting you up on game. YouTube is up and down. It is not reliable. So when you see these people going all out on these videos, it is because they are relying on YouTube money. They got nothing else going on for themselves. Nothing. They have no job. They have no career. They have nothing. You have done so much investigating and looking people up and trying to find out who people really are and having them be in the position where they could potentially use their job. I mean, it's not that serious. It is not that serious for a YouTube video. It's not that serious. I mean, it's pathetic. It is pathetic at the lengths that people will go to just to go viral and just to get clicks and views. Just to get clicks and views. When we went live 16 minutes ago, Sharon is saying she's back up. If she's back up, more power to it. But 16 minutes ago, she wasn't back up. 16 minutes ago, all three of them were gone. The ones that I saw. All three. I searched. I couldn't find them. Had other people search, they couldn't find them. Because I said, honey, I don't want to be saying something that's not true. We searched, we couldn't find them. Other people were DMing me, telling me they couldn't find them. So if it's back up, hey, more power to you. If they gave you your channel back, you better do right by it. Still does not substantiate going after people, doxing people live. And I told you, these people, they love it. They sit in their night clothes. They sit in their pajamas. They get in the bed. They pop popcorn. They eat ice cream. And they sit there and glut and eat and watch her and be in the chat just going at it because they have nothing else better to do. But this story that you reported on with this Costco situation, you went too far. You went too far. Oh, yeah. So we're not talking about IG. We're talking about YouTube, talking about the YouTube channels. The IG, yes, that's there. We're talking about the YouTube channel. We are talking about the YouTube channel. So YouTube has rules and community guidelines for a reason. And it's really funny when people, I love it when people, they like to try to point out, well, Sweet Pea, you're talking about this person. You're talking about that person. It is my job I report on celebrity gossip. I report on what's going on in YouTube community. And this is a topic we all watched and we all knew that this day was coming. So I'm reporting on it. I'm not gloating on anything at all. I'm reporting the information, gave the information, not gloating whatsoever. I gave a disclaimer in the beginning of this video. I understand what it must feel like to lose all three of your platforms. I would be devastated if that happened to me, especially at 30-some thousand subscribers, at 50-some thousand subscribers. I would be devastated if that happened to me. Period. So I understand how she probably is feeling. No one is exempt from having feelings. And as a content creator, the hard work that you put into something, to watch it just go away like that, that has to hurt. However, you have community guidelines for a reason. And I keep telling you guys, this is content creating. This is not judge, jury, or executioner. We are not the law. The law is out there for a reason. When you suspect abuse, you suspect someone is in a situation, you do your due diligence. You identify it, you report it. You don't post it on social media. You don't expose the victim. You don't expose their victimizer, because you can be potentially putting the person in worse danger. So this is not, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, because the platform that we're given, it's a huge responsibility, guys. And I tell you that all the time. We have a huge responsibility. We have a huge responsibility to report the truth, to report it accurately and responsibly. Just going on live and having a field day, having henchmen in the chat, cussing people out if they don't agree with you, doing full on out videos about people in your chat if they don't agree with you. It's too much. All because you want to go viral, all because, it's a lot. They were giving a lot. It was a lot. And people were asking me every day, Sweet Pea, did you see, this video that person did? Did you see this? Did you see that? And I used to just shake my head and say, yeah, I know. And I just knew that one day this was coming. I called it not even 2 hours ago that all of the channels were going to be taken down. I knew that, because YouTube has community guidelines, and we sign that when we agree to be content creators. You can't just, this is not, I keep telling you guys, the law is not handled on YouTube. YouTube is a entertainment platform. This is a social media outlet. We are not the police. We are not lawyers. We are not judges or executioners. This is not a courtroom. It's not a courtroom. So I hope that, people learn their lesson. Hopefully, other content creators that might think to pick up the ball and run with this type of content, hopefully they will think twice. YouTube is not playing. You can't do stuff like this. It's illegal. It's illegal to dox people. It's illegal to put people's kids on video. You can't just put your camera, your phone in people's face and start recording and then hook up with a blogger, hook up with a YouTube blogger. Out of all people, this is the person that you, out of nowhere, you just hooked up with her. Looks a little suspicious to me. Looks a little suspicious to me. Seems like they might have had some type of connection. How do you just know this blogger out of nowhere? You just know this blogger. Yes, Queen of Harlem, this is an actual live. You have caught an actual live. I'm live. This isn't an upload. So, you just can't pick people out of nowhere. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then now we need Cash Apps and we need GoFundMes for this person. We need a GoFundMe for Angelica now because she's got to fight a lawsuit or she's got criminal charges. So she's going to need, she's going to need legal defense. So we need to send her money, send it to this GoFundMe. And guess what? After it sends to that GoFundMe, who you think got their hands in it? Who you think got access to it? Oh, I'm pretty sure. She bragged that she made, well, honey, I'm going to tell you one thing. YouTube, when they snatch all of your platforms, that means that they're not going to allow you to make any platforms. They're not going to allow you to come up in the name of no one else. They're not going to allow you to do any of that. And they will be on the lookout. You could try to go through someone else. You could try to go through anyone. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. They're going to find out. You go through that person, they see you on it, they're going to turn them. They're going to delete those videos. They're going to strike that channel, whoever gives her a platform or gives her a voice. So I would recommend that these larger channels and these larger platforms be on the lookout, because they will be striking platforms if she be up there talking or doing interviews or using their platform to further her cause. They will strike those channels. Trust me. When YouTube wants to terminate you and they say that's it, you can't go nowhere else in nobody else's name and try to use other people's name. It's you that they don't want up there. Ain't the name, it's you that they don't want on their platform. So when you start doxing people and putting out background checks and telling people, that stuff starts to backfire and turn on you. You put that energy out there. You put that energy out there and it's going to come back to bite you. Melanin Candy. Yeah, well, I do know that they actually deleted the new channel. They deleted all of her channels today. I know that she did have the one, the larger one, and she made a Nosy Ho Returns. Somebody just asked a question and I'm about to, I agree with that. But I know that she made a new one and they actually got rid of it today. So I don't know. I'm not gloating. Like I said, it's terrible. I would, like I said, content creators, it's rough if you get all of your content taken from you. That's a hurt piece. I don't wish that on anyone. I don't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't want it to happen to me. So what do I look like wishing that on anyone? I feel sad for her that she did not listen to other people that were telling her to slow down, that were telling her to calm down, telling her you're doing too much. All of us got to listen to somebody sometime. Some of us, we don't know it all. Sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes you got to stop. You can't do too much. You're doing too much. What makes you think you can get on camera and dox people and tell people to go find this person and interview people's families and try to get them to turn on their for YouTube clicks and views? It is too much. It's too much. Hey, Miss Mary. Well, it seems that, the content creator that we're speaking about seems as though all of her platforms have been terminated, and we know that it's terminated for harassment, cyberbullying, and those type of behaviors. YouTube is very sensitive when it comes to that type of behavior. They don't play, especially with the doxing. So I'm really, surprised that it took them this long to catch on. But yeah, it was only a matter of time. Oh, well, Miss Magic Podcast, I'm not going to say that it would be anyone next. If you're not engaging in that type of activity, then you don't have anything to worry about. If you're not engaging in doxing and putting people's information up and inciting riots, I mean, that story incited it incited a cyber riot. Do you not realize that this Costco situation, it incited an internet riot. It's incited chaos for nothing. That family didn't ask for any of that. And this is a direct consequence for that behavior, for that activity. Now, for those that say, well, what if the girl is really being abused, blah, 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 blah. We already covered that. Go watch the other videos on that topic, because that's not what we're here to discuss. We are here to discuss YouTube community guidelines and what you are to do and not to do. Exactly. Kay loves the people. Exactly. When you're not engaging in nasty content, then you have nothing to worry about. And see, that's where they get with the false copyright strikes. When they try to falsely report people, it doesn't work. YouTube is not slow. They know about false copyright strikes. They know when it's a false flagging or false report. So if you notice, a lot of those that were getting their channel reported by, when this person issued a statement to go and now attack these other content creators, go report their pages, go report all their pages. Did you notice any of their channels have not been taken down, or none of their channels have been striked or any of that? Because there are false reporting. False reporting, YouTube is not slow. They have all those bots and all that stuff in place. They have all of that in place. So, yeah, they can try to report people all they want. But if the person is not doing anything, it is, Miss Mary. It is. It is. What you put out, you get back. What you put out, you get back. What you put out, you get back. Absolutely, it's karma. Because when you act like you're untouchable and you act like you're invincible and like nobody can touch you, like you can just go through, all through. Yeah, Melanin Candy is a Sweet Pea supporter. She definitely has supported me from the beginning. And I do know that she likes Nosy as well. And she's entitled to that. I don't, she can like Nosy, but as you see, she's being respectful to me. She's asking questions, but she's being respectful to me. She's not disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? So, DD, I know that you love me too. I know you love me too, and I appreciate that. But Melanin Candy, she has been a supporter, and she's, a lot of you guys got to understand, a lot of us content creators, we share subscribers, whether you guys realize that or not. It's people that watch Nosy that they actually watch me too. They participate in that activity over there with her, but they also support me. So because a lot of them really feel like they are championing for victims. That's what kind of hurts me about Nosy, because she really has people over there that are championing for victims and they really want to feel like they're helping. But she don't care. She don't care. She just wants the money, in my opinion. Yep, I know you don't. I know you don't. Yep, I know you don't. And like I said, I really believe that people think she could do Bika. I really think that people think that they are helping and they're standing for a cause when they support her. And, that's where she gets her views from. People's sympathy. And like I told you earlier, the hot words, racism, victim, ARD, activity, I can't say those words, but those are the hot words. And that's what people sympathize with. So they feel like, hey, if I can get all these people on my bandwagon, then they're going to send cash apps. They're going to send this. They're going to send money. They're going to send that. And unfortunately, all these other people, they just want to support victims. They really want to stand for a cause. So that's why today, like I said, I became a part of that organization that and when I can provide information, I will, and we will support victims the real way over here. We won't just do YouTube videos where we're all in the chat going crazy. Yes, she plays on trauma. Yes, using trigger words. Yes. So we will not be that type of platform. We will actually stand for victims and we will do something about it. So when we have volunteer opportunities in the area, I am now a part of a sex trafficking organization that helps victims. I got my certificate today. I became part of the organization today. So now when we have opportunities to help people, we will be able to do that on this platform. We'll go live and we will do those type of things, but we'll do it the right way, through an organization, through really helping people. Yep, Miss Mary, I'm going to put the information. in my community page, and everyone is going to be able to take part in that in your state. Yep. And I'm trying to get my little chapter together because I'm going to be able to do my stuff online, and then we will all be able to do it. Okay. So make sure you subscribe so that way you know when we have those opportunities, and you can take part in helping real victims. You can help people that are currently in, those situations, and you can help people get out of them. Okay. So that's what we will do, because we all are peas in a pod. We peas in the pot. But you guys, this is not anything to joke about. You really can't engage in this type of activity and don't think that YouTube is going to get tired of it. They're tired. You're a liability. When we're on YouTube, do you realize that we are using their platform to get our information out? So we're covered under their licenses. So now you're becoming a liability. You're becoming a liability when you're putting out people's doxing and you're committing defamation on families that you don't know. You're a liability to YouTube. You're a liability to Google. Welcome all the new people. The Queen of Cheesecake, T. Grayson, welcome. Welcome to the channel. When you're a part of YouTube and when you are part of Google, you are now a liability. So the licenses that we do our videos under, they're through YouTube. They're not our licenses. They are through YouTube. I love Danny Robertson. Yep, I watched her videos. They are now our platform. When we have these, videos uploaded, it is under the license of YouTube. When you go and create your videos for all the content creators out there, you guys know that it asks you what license are you using, your own or YouTube. Mostly all of us are using YouTube's license. So what does that say? That says that you are now a liability because you are causing YouTube legal issues. So you guys got to understand that. You can't just get up here and just do what you want. Yes, it's freedom of speech. Yes, we have freedom of speech. But when it goes too far, when you're doing too much, sometimes they got to take you down. They got to silence you. They got to take it away from you. They got to take your privileges away. They might start off by giving you warnings. They might start off by striking your stuff a little here and there, putting some content claims or copyright claims and things on your videos. But when you don't listen and you go too far, well, now I got to terminate you. So, and it's sad to see how many people don't even care. Like, there's a lot of people, I don't know what this person has done because I don't watch the videos. I hear about things here and there, but they must really have rubbed people the wrong way for it to be so many people in here that have not, expressed their like, wow, that's sad, or wow, that's terrible. I am the only one saying, oh, wow, that, I know how that must feel to have your channel taken away. I wouldn't want that for anyone. And like I said, I don't dislike anyone. We had our disagreement. We went our separate ways, and that was that. But it was like, once you started getting your subscribers, your channel went up, you said, F us little people, and went on about your business. Oh, don't be sending me no negativity. And it was like, girl, your whole persona is negative. Everything you're about is negativity. Really? So I don't want to see this for anyone. I know how hard it is to upload content and, but the activities that were going on over there, it was just a lot. And it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. So I encourage anyone that is a YouTuber and that is thinking about starting a channel, Please adhere to the YouTube community guidelines. You cannot harass and bully. You cannot dox. You cannot put people's information up on the screen and have other people in the chat telling them to go after this person and go after that person. It doesn't work like that. This is an entertainment platform. This is not judge, jury, and executioner. People are frauds out here. They're whole frauds. They've made this opportunistic person and put them up on a pedestal when you clearly see their behaviors. You clearly see what they're made of, but still and yet you got them up on a platform. Honey, they done showed you who they are more times than you can even count. They can show you and they can tell you. They can show you better than they can tell you. Their actions show you. Honey, all they want is Cash Apps, GoFundMes, send me this, help me get to this many subscribers. Go on over here and subscribe to this. Go follow this hashtag. Go do that. It is terrible. 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 All in the name of clicks, views. Clicks, views equals streams equals money. And it ain't even that much money. Ain't even that much money. But when you got multiple pages and you got multiple streams on all of these pages, oh yeah, that's going to give you a nice little check. It's going to give you a nice little check. So that's why you got to get a job. You got to get a career. You got to get a business. Got to do something. I mean, promoting women to sell themselves, teaching them how to sell themselves, teaching them how to be in front of a camera, but you love Black women and I get it. It's about freedom and expressing your body and being comfortable in your body and being comfortable in your looks. Because anyone that doesn't want to do that, they're creepy. They're creepy and they're weird. They're creepy. They're creepy and they're obsessed. Anybody that doesn't want to go along with the narrative is creepy. They're stalking me. They're harassing me. It's creepy. Creepy. Oh, thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you. Okay. Well, yes, YouTube humbled real quick. Sat down. Okay, exactly. So YouTube said, girl, you're doing too much. Take that on over there to OnlyFans. Stay on over there. This is a platform for content. So, I told you guys in the beginning, maybe like a few months ago, I told you that truth was going to start outweighing evil. I told you the truth was going to start coming to the light. People want realness. People don't need to be lied to be conned. Yeah, right. Like, that's just nasty. Right. You want to do that? Teach it privately. We Black queens over here. We believe in modesty. We believe in, teaching our girls that they can be more than just an object. They can be business owners. They can be whatever they want to be. We already have enough of the industry, hypersexualizing our children and putting in their minds that all they can be is Instagram models and all of this. We already have enough battling social media with our children and our young women. We don't need content creators adding to it. Oh, come be a webcam model. Honey, half that stuff you can Google. You got people paying all this money for things that they can just Google. You can pull up how to be a webcam model. You can Google where to go to have webcam services or who to do phone sex with. You don't need anybody. You don't have to pay for that type of information. So if that's your get down, Hey, you could Google and find that out yourself. But we have enough of that in our community already. We battling that. We don't need other women adding to it. Oh, you can sell yourself. You can make a lot of money. Honey, that sounds like grooming to me. Sound like she over there grooming people. And this is what you talk about. You talk about trafficking, but see, that's why I tell you guys, go get educated, go get informed, because people don't even know they're trafficked when they're being trafficked. You're over there being pimped and don't even realize you being pimped. Why? Because it's a woman. It's a Ponzi scheme, and it's pimping and pandering being involved. Because if a person is selling that type of information and then they got you on the video trying to teach you how to do it, that's trafficking. Go get educated. Go get educated on pimping, pandering, and trafficking. Go get educated. When you have a person online teaching women how to do any type of activity that is involving the S word, you know that's trafficking. That's trafficking. That's pimping and pandering. Anytime you got the head honcho telling the women under you, oh, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. And then you got to pay me a fee. If there was no money being exchanged and there was no fee, then that's not, But if you got a fee and I got to pay you for information that I already can go get, that's pimping and pandering. That's pimping. That is pimping. Don't even realize you being pimped. Because all in the name of, oh, we young women now, it's freedom of, your body. It's free. We can do what we want. That's just the world now. We're going to get this money. No, you being pimping. You being pimping. You being pimping. I'm serious, hype. I'm serious. You being pimped. I'm telling you, I just took a class. I just took the daggone sex trafficking class. I just took an examination and it was based off of information and material. And this type of stuff is called grooming. When you're grooming women, you're teaching them how to have, encounters via webcam or in a hotel or wherever. It's pimping. I don't care how you look at it. It's pimping and pandering. I just took a class today on it, and this type of information was in there about the internet, about how you groom over the internet. Telling you, you better see these wolves in sheep's clothing. Oh, they pretend to be for victims. All the while they victimizing. They claim to be for victims, but they victimizing. So YouTube has had enough. All platforms have been terminated. Yes, they can be appealed. But I doubt they will be put back up. If they be put back up, it'll be amazing to me. And it'll be, hey, they put it back up. All right. Like I said, I'm not celebrating anybody having their channels taken down, but you can't be out here acting like you untouchable, breaking all types of community guidelines. Like these YouTube community guidelines don't apply to you. They just apply to all of us, but not you. You can't be out here doing that and expect to keep logging on to YouTube every day. Not going to happen. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You won't do that to YouTube. YouTube said you will not be a liability to us. Oh, no, ma'am. That damn lawyer on that family, Costco family, not playing with you. Not playing with you. They got your stuff taken down. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Took it all down. Shoop. This has nothing to do with All About the Tea or none of these other YouTubers. It has nothing to do with that. This has to do with that Costco story. I know it. I can 100% guarantee that is the cause of this. Period. You cannot be messing with people that you don't know. You don't know them people. You don't know those people. Oh, he's connected. They're part of this ring. They're part of that ring. You are treading on thin ice. You in dangerous territory. Dangerous territory. But thought that it wasn't going to come back and slap your ass on the butt. You're not untouchable, honey. None of us are. Oh, no. It wasn't. Nope. It was not that. It was not All About the Tea. It was not that, honey. It was that Costco story. Period. It was the Costco. It was the Costco. I can almost 100% guarantee that it was in regards to that, because she had been doing this to, Monica and stuff like that. This had nothing to do with Monica. Oh no. This has to do with that story. Absolutely. And don't be surprised if you guys, there's more that comes out from this story. I wouldn't be surprised if these people know each other. If this Angelica and Nosy, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some type of backdoor relationship that they know each other. I really would not be surprised, because how do you just go to this blogger? How do you just go and pick this person out of all bloggers? She's able to get in touch with her. She's able to do interviews. Now, all of a sudden, there's a GoFundMe. We need to give her money and all of this, but it goes through this person. It's always through this blogger. And I've been had tea on Nosy, and I could have exposed a lot of stuff, but I just stay away from people's personal life, because, I wanted to see who you were for myself. So I did my little investigating and looking and all this, but I would never post it because I don't dox people, only dox Tasha K with the Cardi B lawsuit. That's it, because it's a public situation. But doxing people, I look at stuff for myself, see what I need to see, and see who I'm dealing with. But I would never put their information on for public for display. I believe there is a backstory. I really believe there is. I don't think she knows who she actually is, right? I don't think she knows either. And it's sad, people come to YouTube looking for, an identity. They can be whoever they want to be on YouTube. They can be whoever they want to be on social media. The people in the comments, the people in the chat, they can be whoever they want to be. So they, like I said, they find purpose and they find an identity when they join these channels. And they, you give them a job to do. Hey, go research this person. Hey, go research and investigate this person. And it just makes people feel like they belong. Sorry, it makes them feel like they belong. And it's sad. It's like, go get you something to do. Go get you something to do. Stop harassing people. So YouTube had enough. They finally had enough. You guys can check it out for yourself. All of these channels have been removed. And like I said, it is not, it doesn't come by surprise. We all knew that this was going to happen. I believe she is. Absolutely. I believe she is. I believe that it was, I think it was put together and concocted to me. I really do. Because if you pay attention to that video, the very first video, Angelica says in the video, this girl in this adopted family. She knew that girl was in that family. She knew that girl was adopted. She knew those people. She must have seen them before, something like that. And that it was an opportunity. They knew what they were doing. I believe they put it together. And the authorities are going to find that out. You never know what is going on behind the scenes. For channels to be removed, You never know what is going on behind the scenes. I have always suspected that there is a connection. I have always yes, absolutely, it was a money grab situation. Yes. Yep. So I really believe this has been, you guys have been, you've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. You've been hoodwinked. You've been lied to. You've been bamboozled. All for clicks and views. All for clicks and views. YouTube said, YouTube said, oh, no, ho. Ho. YouTube said, ho. Yup. Child, y'all remember how Zeus, Lynn, you remember how Zeus used to do me? Child, every time I used to go live, Zeus, they had the damn, oh God, the secretary, child. They had the secretary in the chat. She used to report my videos every time I was going live. She was always on the damn video. I said, how the hell do they know that I just played this damn conversation video with Hazel E. and Masika? Child, you never know who is in your video, in your chat, and in your comments. Absolutely. Let me explain something to you. She's not the end all and be all just because, honey, just because she has a bigger platform, she's not going to be able to help her do anything. YouTube has had enough. YouTube is not going to allow this girl to continue to be a liability to them. They are not going to allow it. You better have your own licenses. If you're going to be going live, you need to have your own licenses, and it will not be through their platform. You better try somewhere else. But I can guarantee you, you will not see any more channels up from this person. When YouTube has had enough, they have had enough. And I know. I keep telling you guys, I never speak from inexperience. I have been in this position when I was maybe 6 months into my channel. I had a situation with the Zeus Network. And honey, they was about to take my channel. I had a week. Lynn, remember? I had a week. I don't know. Was you with me then? Yeah, we didn't have that many subscribers. Yes, remember. That's when I hired Lawrence. That is when I hired. Bossy was around then too. Bossy was there too. But when YouTube starts snatching channels, you got to have a lawyer to get that thing back. They don't play. They get now for her channel to be terminated. They didn't just tell her the way they usually do it. They give you 7 days to either make right what you did or get a lawyer to try to fight it. They usually don't just take down your content. They usually leave your page up. You have 7 days. And you could watch. You be watching your channel, child. You be looking at your channel and you be seeing people looking at your stuff. You be seeing your subscriber count go up, but you can't post. You can't go live. You can't do anything. You can't do nothing. And they tell you got 7 days and your channel will be gone. I've been there. Yes. They was about, yes. Yes. They was about to take me down. They wasn't playing. They was like, listen. So I had to negotiate with the Zeus Network in order to keep my channel. So this has nothing to do with anything like that. She's in specific heat with YouTube. So there's nobody for her to go through. There's nobody for her to go through. There's nobody for her to go to. YouTube they are the ones that are terminated her channel, not because of a copyright strike through another entity. YouTube specifically. So she has no one to go to, is what I'm trying to tell you. She has to go directly to YouTube. So if they are the ones that terminated your channel, what makes you think that they are going to allow your appeal? They're not going to allow your appeal. Because if they, came to this decision, and YouTube, let me explain this as well. YouTube wants us to post, you guys. YouTube wants us to create content, you guys, because the more we create, the more ads run, the more money they make. It's very hard for them when they have to terminate someone's platform. You have to really be doing some bull crap if they terminate you. They don't want to terminate you. They do not want to terminate you. So the fact that they had to do that, you just went too far. I'm telling you. Exactly. And I'm going to explain. YouTube absolutely knows. That's why I'm not worried about doing this video. I'm not worried about anyone coming after me or anything like that, because YouTube knows about false reporting. Why do you think when she was saying to go after other people, you don't see their channels gone? You don't see those videos gone, because YouTube knows about false reporters. They know when something is false. So you guys know I give you nothing but truth over here. We are not celebrating. I mean, some of you guys are celebrating. Some of you guys are celebrating, but I just wanted to bring you the news that, these channels are terminated. They're terminated for harassment, bullying. You cannot violate those community guidelines. They don't play. Yes, and we have to have a voice in this world, and we have to be responsible from it. We have to be responsible for that voice. We have to, I always say having a channel and having a platform, it's a huge responsibility, and we have to be very responsible with it. We can't be careless. We can't just use it for money gain. We can't just be like, I must do whatever because these rules don't apply to me. I'm trying to get this money. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. If you truly stand for victims and you truly stand for people, then you need to learn how to maneuver in this world. You cannot incite riots on YouTube. You can't incite riots. You cannot have the mob mentality. You got people out here with pitchforks just going all around through YouTube, trolling people and, false reporting people's channels and doing background checks on people, calling people's workplaces. And for you that were out there doing that, what makes you think that was appropriate? Where did you see that was okay? Where'd you see that it was okay to call someone's workplace? Would you want someone calling your workplace? Would you want someone showing up at your door where you live? Would you want someone calling CPS on you? For those people that were doing and participating in that type of activity, would you want that for yourself? So, I mean, I don't know where these people are. Where did you find these people that would even think that it was okay? So, you guys, all three, I don't know if there are any more, but the three that I knew of, they have been snatched, voided, scratched out, snatched down, ripped up, stepped on, spit on, shitted on, lit fire to. They're gone. They're gone. All three. Game over. Bah, bah, bah. Game over. So that's all I have to say. I have nothing else to say about this subject. I encourage anyone that is a YouTuber, please hold close to these community guidelines. YouTube does not play when it comes to doxing. They don't play when it comes to bullying, harassment. You cannot just, go into the lives of others and think that it's okay. You can't throw up people's license plates. You can't put their car on camera. You can't put their kids on camera. Can't do any of that. It's against the law. It's against the law. So I love you guys. I will not be back anymore today. We did enough videos for today. Thank you for watching. It's 144 of you. Go on out there and like this video and share. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm sick of y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.